Hey, Mike. Hey, man. How are you?
Good morning. I'm
Riz.
doing fine. How are you guys?
Good.
Have you slept well the last couple of days?
Been a little better.
I always sleep pretty well, guys. But I mean it was a trying couple of days, and since the weekend. But hey, we're all adults here. We're big boys. We know what we're into when we take these jobs, and we had a hell of a run, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and I think I know I did it my way. I did it the way I led the organization and the franchise the way I felt was best to maximize our potential, and we had a lot of success. And at the end of the day, I've said this for years. Every year since I've been on this program, it's this is a performance-based industry, and when you don't perform up to the standards that ownership has set, then it's their option to make changes, and they did.
Riz, the timing of the dismissal kind of shocked me a little bit. It was confusing to me because you guys lost 11 straight, and I thought if there was going to be a move, either you taking out Davey or them taking out both of you, it would have been during an 11-game losing streak. But then you went out west and then came back here, played the Tigers, and you went 7-6 in those 13 games. Now the Boston series was bad because you guys were outscored 27-9. So I don't know, just the timing confused me. Were you kind of surprised by the word that you guys were out?
I was a little surprised, but I wasn't shocked. We had Mark Lerner and I talked every Monday since I've been here. So we're in constant contact at least every Monday since I've been there. And when Ted was here, it was Ted and Mark every Monday. So we have a pretty consistent communication throughout the season, and I don't think it was based on any one series. I don't think the Red Sox series pushed anybody over the edge, but I think that it was a little surprising just because of the timing. But when you have conversations with ownership and they make decisions and when you are in a point where you're struggling in the season and you're trying to make everything right and play better baseball, it could happen. It could have happened at any time during the season, and I had told them when they sat down with me and the owner sat down with me and gave me the news. Then I said, I still believe I'm the best person to lead this organization to a championship. I still believe that. I still believe in the talent of this team. We've got a lot of good young players. We just don't match up with the big boys of the National League and the depth of good players. You know what I mean? I'll put our 3 or 4 or 5 young rookie type of players, young, service time players with any young players in the game. I know we matched up well against the Angels and the Tigers and those type of teams. And, when you look at how we played, certainly at certain points during the season, we beat the Orioles 5 out of 6, I think. As well as we played in the month of May was as bad as we played in the month of June. And I think that is just the epitome of a team that has 7 or 8 or 9 players that made their major league debut this year, and you've got a bunch of young players on the team, and they just don't have the experiences to be consistent enough and gone through it enough to be a consistent everyday winner.
Joined by Mike Rizzo, the former president, general manager of the Nationals. He's presented by Main Street Bank. Cheer local, bank local. Put their team in your office. Visit mstreetbank.com for more information. So one of the biggest questions from the fans is, were you given an ultimatum to fire Davey Martinez? Because the perception is that you guys were a tandem, you guys were a pair. And then kind of piggybacking off of that, were you frustrated that you couldn't spend the money that maybe you wanted to?
I think there was frustration to go around for everybody, from ownership to players to scouting to development, all that stuff. So yes, there was frustration from all sides, especially when you don't, when you're not playing your best baseball and that type of thing. But like I said, I still believe in this team. I still think that they are not far away from competing for a playoff spot, and I think that in the long term, with the young current players on this team, and what you have in the minor leagues, and what this draft is going to produce for you, picking 1-1, I think that this is going to be an attractive job for anybody that wants to come in and really put their stamp on a team that's really close to winning and winning for a consistent period of time.